Hi there, I'm Nicole King. I'm the broker owner of 41 Realty Group in Billings, Montana, and I am here today with Denelle Chartier. Such a beautiful last name. Okay, she is an independent Aflac agent, right?
Mm-hmm.
So thank you very much for coming in and sitting down with me today.
You're very welcome.
So tell us about Aflac. What is it? How did you get into selling it? Tell us the things.
So I got into selling it when it kind of drifted into my previous job. Started asking quite a few questions.
Okay.
I had kids in sports. The presentation was over, and I had coworkers saying, you actually should really think about this. I knew it filled in the gaps of, the deductibles you have to pay for anyway with the health insurance piece. So I went forth and started the plan, and I realized, oh, this is pretty easy. I want to stop talking about this for free. How do I actually do this? I was looking for a new career actually at the time too. So brought in the agent, had the conversation, and I knew I was pretty good at selling things because I always kind of did something on the side.
Okay.
Quite a few years in a row, whether it was, health products or oils or whatever. So talking to people is super easy, and I knew that starting my own business, I could start my own hours. I could network when I wanted, and once I realized that networking was, it really kicked in with people really need to know who you are.
Yes.
And once you build relationships that, and gratitude, once I started that business and started thanking God every day and just being grateful to be alive and doing exactly my own hours and wanting, doing something that I love. And if I learn enough about something, I can fit it into the conversation. And then talking to business owners was another kind of cool thing because they get to tell me their story behind their business.
Yeah. So
that's extremely fascinating. So it just was a great fit.
Yeah. It seems like you're doing really, really well.
Yes.
Yeah. So Aflac, I always see the commercials with the Aflac duck, and it always seems like it's some person who got in a terrible accident and they need to pay their bills, an adult. So you mentioned your kids were in sports. How does Aflac help with kids being in sports? How did that?
So when their parents get on our specific plans, that specific plan that you are referring to is the accident plan. Okay. It's going to cover any and all accidents, no matter minor to major.
For anyone in the family?
You can choose to cover anyone in the family, whether it's you spouse, and or kids. But so if it's catastrophic, it just pays more. So Aflac is a growing company. They have it figured out as far as there's no cap. So if you had this catastrophic accident, I've seen it pay up to 21 grand before, but if you have a bunch of minor accidents, it's there for any and all of those appointments because you're going to pay for those appointments anyway.
Yeah.
To get to, of course, your deductible, which starts over every year.
Yeah. And
a lot of people don't use it year to year to year because of all these little minor things that can happen.
Sure.
We're more than just accident. I mean, Aflac actually started with cancer plans 65 years ago.
Okay.
Always covering children for free.
Okay.
We have 2 donated-based hospitals that cover their kids on their treatment for free as well under their parents' plan.
Oh my gosh.
So one's actually in Kalispell, but
oh, that's cool.
So that's a great plan because we as agents can actually choose to donate to this cause.
Okay.
And it's just one of those plans that really took off with Aflac as the name.
Okay.
And then when they brought in the duck as the mascot, came
like
from Lewistown.
No way.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, so 20 years ago. Ties. That's cool.
Yeah. 20 years ago, here he is. And so now we're known by, we cover that gap, and Aflac, gives you money to cover your expenses. And that's exactly, we have quite a few other plans as well, but without getting into all those weeds. But we're all about giving you money to pay your bills, no matter what plan you pick that means the most to you.
Sure.
I'm all about listening to each individual policyholder and kind of tailoring it to what makes sense for them.
Sure. Okay.
And that's what's fun because I love to talk, and so I'll talk to anybody.
So if somebody comes in, you're really going to listen to their story.
Absolutely.
About, you know, past experiences, current life situations, and what they hope for in the future, right? And really determine which plan, whether it's a life insurance plan, a disability plan, accident plan, whatever it is, you're going to really listen and pick the right thing.
I partner with multiple brokers as well.
Okay.
And if I don't have necessarily what they need, I refer them to, let's go try this person over here. If they need other types of coverages or maybe a different kind of life insurance. So everyone has different needs.
Yeah.
Everyone in their businesses has different, you know, things that pop up and coverages that they, you know, need at that moment in their life. If it's not a good fit for us or if it's not the right timing, I'm like, here's, you know, my information. We'll talk whenever, you know, you want to have another chat about coverages and employees, and we can grow with you.
Okay.
So that's another thing.
So you can help employees directly. You can help employers cover their employees, and you can help self-employed people.
Absolutely.
So everybody, really anybody who's living.
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. If people want to sit down with you and see if supplementing whatever insurance plans that they've currently got, or even replacing, like one of the things you mentioned when we were talking earlier is making sure that you take your plan with you. So like all of my family's insurance, health, life, everything is through my husband's employer. So if he loses that employer, whatever employer he goes to next better have those, or we'll have to be shopping, right? So
I have brokers.
I think that's really important to remember is that if your insurance is through your employer or through your spouse's employer, it ends if that job ends.
Absolutely.
And your programs, it's separate from that.
It's separate from that.
This is a program that is totally theirs. They take it if their job changes. The benefits are theirs, all that.
And our premiums never go up. You can take it with you clear into retirement, which is very important because things continue to happen. The unexpected, usually the heart attack, strokes, and all the things.
Yeah. So your premiums don't go up based on like if I'm 30 something now and and I'm in my 60s later, my premium's not going to change.
It stays the same, and you can still file all the claims.
Okay. And it doesn't matter how many claims. Like I know with my car, it's going to go up if I have multiple claims. Or
absolutely not. You can file as many claims that can happen.
That's good to know.
And that's another or one of the big reasons what attracted me to Aflac actually.
Yeah.
I was actually kind of shocked. I'm like, I couldn't believe the premiums never go up. And once you're locked in, and that's why it's important, the younger you are, especially with that life insurance, you better keep it because it just gets higher as you delay for the same amount of coverage.
So if somebody wants to sit down with you, how do they get a hold of you?
So I have business cards. I actually work in our regional office over there on 1601 Lewis Avenue.
Oh yeah, okay.
Suite 216. So I'm there as well. And I network all over the place. Maybe they'll see me.
Okay, so keep an eye out for you in the community. Stop by your office. Can they call you?
They can absolutely call me.
What's that number?
406-690-4742.
Okay, perfect. So stop by her office, give her a call, watch for her out in the community.
Yeah.
And check out what she offers through Aflac. Lots of good options. Thank you again for sitting down with me.
Yeah, thank you for having me over.
You're welcome. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next video.
Thank you.